This is me and my friend Joel, and we're in a supermarket trying to decide what would be the perfect cake to offer a law firm.
How do you keep finding better cakes?
So how did we end up offering a Minions cake to the most serious people on the planet? If you've been following along, you'll know two things. The first is that for the last 8 months, me and my two friends have been building a legal tech startup. And the second is we aren't exactly killers at cold outreach.
Good afternoon.
Hi,
So I'm super interested in how artificial intelligence is sort of transforming the legal industry at the moment.
And since getting our first customer a few months ago, the demos have been slowing down since we shifted more of our focus onto coding and less onto outreach. But as self-appointed global head of senior marketing leadership, I'm about to change that. The campaign had to be clever, it had to be legal, but above all else, it had to stand out. And that got me thinking about the first ever outreach we did. We offered law firms cake in exchange to show them our product. And one of those emails would eventually lead to our first paying customer. So it was high time to double down on that. I got straight to work and bought 2 new domains to send the emails from. Last time we may or may not have completely fucked our email reputation by sending it on our main emails.
They should give you a second chance, not Tony.
Our first email campaign was chaos, but it taught us one thing. Lawyers are inundated with spam and boring pitches. But if you can catch their attention with something a bit weird, they'll at least read what you have to say. So the next step was to craft the perfect message. Previously, we had just hinted at the idea of cake, but this time we were going to one-up things and get an actual cake addressed to their company. Now, there was 100 companies on our list, and I spoke to our accountant who said it wasn't a good idea to go into overdraft on cakes, and that he wasn't our accountant, and that I should stop calling. But that was okay, because I had a plan. We didn't need 100 cakes. We just needed 1 and 100 name tags. And so I pitched it to Joel, and after giving him the rights to eat the cake afterwards, he was in. We headed in the company limo over to the nearest Tesco to scout our bait.
I don't know where we're going.
I'm on a mission for cake.
What do you think lawyers are going to like?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe we bake our own.
Mate, we bake our own cake.
When I say we were sport for choice, we were sport for choice.
Oh mate, Paw Patrol.
This actually tastes fucking good.
S tier cake.
This is the
S plus tier. How do you keep finding better cakes?
Now we're getting to the serious stuff.
We look like a cake review channel.
Joel made me settle on classic chocolate, because apparently that's more professional. Anyway, we brought it back to home base to get started on the grueling task of 100 handwritten notes and 100 photos. And 3 hours later, we were beginning to have some second thoughts.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
You're actually sending this.
I don't know. I think we need to be in it.
You think we need to be in it? Oh my god, we're so finished.
Yeah, we stuck with the cake. There was no way this could go wrong. And so over the next week, we sent off all 100 emails, and there was nothing to do but wait. A couple days went by, and I was beginning to get nervous.
But I'm starting to get a bit shaky, you know? I mean, I'm a little bit weak.
A response rate of less than 1% would have been okay for some mass spam email, but these have blood, sweat, and tears in them. And all hope was beginning to seem lost. The email wasn't from the campaign at all. It was from our customer from the original cake emails, giving us an introduction to an old friend he had spoke about the product with. It wasn't the result we were expecting, but it might have been even better. I hopped on the phone with a new lead, and it made me realize how much better warm leads are. I instantly knew that he was facing the problem we were trying to solve.
Mate, that went so well.
And so we agreed to meet in London next week to show him a demo on his own documents. We were fucking terrified. This firm was 5 times larger than our first customer, and there was so much riding on it. But it was now or never. and we smashed it. The demo hit every point we wanted it to. I took a video after to celebrate, but the file got corrupted and I was left with the most cursed photo of me and Joel ever.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Why does it look like we died? Anyway, they agreed to come on for a paid pilot, making them our second ever paying customer. So technically the cake did work, just not how we were expecting. The next video is wild, lads, so I'll see you there.